What's going on, guys? It's Aaron here. In this video, we're going to talk about how to write ads that's going to attract your qualified candidate when you're running these Facebook ads for employees. So I released a video last week that talks about the targeting. Now this video is going to go into what to say in the ad that's going to attract the most amount of people, not just anyone, but people who are actually qualified for your job. So let's get right into it. So my name is Aaron Bogle. I do Facebook ads for not only to help people generate new customers, but also to find new employees for their business. So like and subscribe if you want more content that's related to that, and if you just want me to help just to do everything for you, run your ads, all you have to do is just interview high quality candidates. Feel free to email me below. I'll have my email in the description below. So let's get into what to say in the ad copy. So this ad copy is for a caregiver campaign that I use to help a home care agency find new caregivers. But I use the same structure and format for any job application that I do, and it has worked very well. And I'm going to show you different variations of it as well, so that way you can test these different ads. So the headline I always do is the position you want. So in this case, caregiver wanted. And then I like to say, like, here it's like, okay, why should someone apply for your job? Well, for this category, you didn't need any experience, and there's a sign-on bonus. So what really makes an ad successful, or a job ad successful with Facebook ads, is pointing out the benefits that you offer when it comes to working with you that other people may not say in their job posting, right? So this is the headline that I have for the Facebook ad, and then I always have caregiver wanted. So you just have the job posting you wanted, and then I always surround it by the corresponding emoji. So for caregiver, I use like a nursing emoji. For let's say if it's like a plumber, I just use like a plumbing emoji, or like tools or whatever. I use this emojis to get the person's attention, because if you just have plain text, it may not grab their attention, but an emoji definitely will. Once I do that, I say the benefit of working with you, or like, what are some perks you can expect, or why you should apply for this job, right? So if you apply for this job, you're going to get an interview within 24 hours with a $250 sign-on bonus. And then I say no experience needed, but 1 to 2 years preferred. So with Facebook ads, you only really have one sentence to kind of capture someone's attention. So this is the sentence that I'm hoping captures someone's attention. So when I say get an interview within 24 hours, usually a lot of the time people apply for jobs, but then they don't know when to hear back, they don't know what to expect. So if I say, hey, we can get back to you within 24 hours, we can get back to you fast, that could be a reason why someone applies, because they know, oh, if I apply, I'm going to get an interview within 24 hours if I'm qualified and stuff like that, right? Plus, there's a $250 sign-on bonus, and then also no experience needed. If I'm, looking to change my career path, and I see, oh, I don't need any experience to do this job, and this way you're going to get more applicants coming in. If you do want someone with experience, just delete this part and just say 1 to 2 years of experience preferred or needed, etc., etc., because that way it's going to filter out the people who don't have any experience. And then this sentence here, I just say like a short, like a little biography, a 1 or 2 biography sentence about the company itself. You want to say, of course, good things about your own company, and what you're looking for. So in this case, I say, oh, we're looking for motivated caregivers in Northern Virginia, so the area that you're in. And you want to say like the type of people who you're looking for, who's compassionate, has integrity, and then something else that's like kind of more like an emotional human nature type of thing. So I add this part because it's kind of like that urge and that want and that human that giving need, like how you feel good when you give to charity. So something like a sentence like that, just like, oh, you're doing a good deed, you're serving your community, you're helping your community function, be well, and get the service that they need. And then you can also put like a biography, like a sentence or two about like what's the name of your company, you know, how many employees you have and stuff like that. And you can give like a short sentence about that. But what we want to focus on is more of the person than about you. You want to say, okay, you know, you want to focus on what's the main benefit for the applicant of joining your team. You don't want to be just bragging about, you know, your company for too long. You could say a sentence or two about it. And then I say, be a part of a company that puts you first and helps you excel in your career. So letting people know that, hey, you know, if you work for us, you're the star, not us. And then I say the benefits. If you don't have any benefits off the top of your head, I always just say like, you know, competitive pay, and I say like, you know, the higher range of what someone is likely to get, flexible hours, and then I always like to say like if you have anything flexible, definitely put that there. So whether it be flexible hours, flexible scheduling, always put that. And then if you offer, you know, medical, dental insurance and stuff like that, you want to say the benefits that you have. This person offered, you know, tuition assistance. You know, if you have any trainings that you could give people, so like if they have no experience and you say, hey, we offer free trainings, that's a very great benefit. And then part to full-time hours, and then I always say and more overall. And I always put like a green check mark emoji here. Just to, it also helps make the ad stand out, and it adds some more color to your ads, even though there's no color when you do it in Word. But you'll see if you paste it onto the Facebook ad group. But I mean, even though it doesn't have any color here, but it does add color when you run it as a Facebook ad. And then I like to say, okay, what are some of the responsibilities they will be responsible for? So like, okay, what can they expect to do if they do get hired? In this case, it was, you know, performing day-to-day activities, meal prepping, like cleaning, etc., etc. And then I like to say in a closing statement, you know, again, that good feeling you get when you donate to charity. I like to do that again here at the end of the ad. If you love helping those who need it the most and getting that fulfilling feeling, knowing that you impacted lives, apply now. And then I also say this is actually very important and not many people do this. Please share this post with anyone who is looking for work. So I do this because with the power of Facebook, it's very easy to share something like this. And people share things that they either find funny, entertaining, or that will actually help someone. So if you put this on your ad, and I would even test putting this, you know, not as the first sentence, but as the second sentence, just so more people can see it. You'll be able to, people will share this job ad, and the best part is that's going to be free impressions that your job ad gets that you don't have to pay for, and who knows, you could find your next employee by doing that. So from there, so after that, I say click below and take 1 minute to fill out the application, and we'll reach out with you in 24 hours. So I always say this because I want to let people know, hey, this is going to take 1 minute. Because if you just say, please fill out the application, people are going to be like, oh, I don't know how long this is going to take. You know, I'm on Facebook. You know, I don't really want to spend too much time on this. If you say take 30 seconds, take 1 minute, take 2 minutes, something like that, people say, oh, this only takes a minute of my time and then I'm done. It's kind of like it's not a false time constraint, but it's like a time constraint that like people can expect. So that way they don't feel like it's going to take them they don't have to give a whole bunch of effort when they apply. They can just apply in like a minute or so. Then for the description part, you want to have, you know, your website and just your phone number and email address, just to say like, hey, we are an actual company. No one usually clicks on it, but it's just, you know, you want that information there. So yeah, so this is the main ad format that I do overall, and I always start off with this structure, and this structure works a good chunk of the time. But you don't just want one ad, you do want multiple variations of ads. So pretty much how I do it is I just have like this basic original ad copy, and then I have no beginning statement. So pretty much the headline overall is the same overall. And you can even add another benefit of you can start working in 3 days. So hey, you could apply in a minute, and then you can have your first shift and start getting paid in 3 days. That's another benefit you can have. But in this case, you know, I just take out the beginning statement that I have here, and you know, just overall I want a shorter ad copy overall. and I just have the benefits, the responsibilities, and then take a minute to apply. And I test and I see how that goes for a shorter ad copy. And then for another ad, I have like an urgent need for the position. So pretty much I just add, the only difference I add is just the word urgent, that hey, we want someone fast. Because if you add urgency, that means that person can expect fast results and start working very, very fast as well. And it, I mean, it is kind of giving your power away a little bit, because saying, oh hey, we urgently need to fill this position. But in this case, we're just trying to get as many applicants as we can, qualified applicants as we can, and this ad copy is going to do that. So if you do, one thing I do want to add is, of course, like I said before, if you do want someone with experience, be sure to put like what they need in order to qualify. Also on the lead form as well, you can have questions as well. And now with Facebook, you can say like, hey, do you have 1 to 2 years experience? If they say no, Facebook's going to automatically disqualify them, so that way they can't fill out the rest of the application because they're not a qualified candidate. I'm going to go over that more when I do make a full-length video of Facebook ads for job recruitment. So these are the 3 variations that I start with, and with that I stop the ones that are doing bad, and then I keep the ones that are doing good, and then I may make more ads. For the pictures, it's not really that important. You just want to have a picture of the position. It could be a stock photo. So in this case, it's a caregiver, so you just had a stock photo of caregivers. If it's a plumber, you want a stock photo of a plumber. The picture does not matter too much. It's mainly just the first sentence that you have here overall. Of course, if you can get ads that have like the benefits of working in the picture for you in the picture itself, that also can work wonders. But what's more important is honestly the headline and the first sentence overall. And then there are some ad variations where I literally just have just the first sentence and the benefits. I don't even have the responsibilities, and I see how that goes, because I like to test the shorter ad copy versus the longer ad copy as well. And if you run out of ideas on what else you can have on your ad, you can always just go onto the Facebook ad library. I'm probably going to link to a video that I use the Facebook ad library for here.